My name is Sharon Lynch, and I'm the new CEO at Modus Create. I am really excited to join Modus Create and lead the company on its next stage of evolution. Without a doubt, it's going to be the greatest highlight of my career. I think the experience that I've had in my career that leads to this moment is probably three fundamental reasons. One is pure foundational. I worked at one of the big four, and in that experience learned development, how to work with experts. I worked a lot in the telecommunications industry, and I was always in high tech. The second one was a small product startup. Working internationally, learning to lean on myself, creating delivery methodologies, hiring, scaling international clients. So learned a lot about being independent and growing a company. And the third one was a really high-paced growth consulting company in which we were creating a brand new model for them. So in that, I learned how to scale fast, create a network of people across North America. I learned the principles of growing a high-performing leadership team that worked really closely regardless of where we were. So those three experiences is what really led to this moment. I joined Modus as my next opportunity for really one reason. I believe that technology consulting and the consulting industry is going to really change, fundamentally change, and it's ripe for disruption. And I believe that Modus Create has all of the ingredients to get through that. The talent, the global reach, the culture, the size is really attractive. I am really excited to help Modus Create scale and get their messaging and their people out to the world. And I think Pat and Sarah and the leadership team have created an incredible company. And I feel so humbled and proud to be able to sit in this role and help them through this change. Leading through change, that is really my job. So when I think about the change of this moment around technology, the change of a new CEO, if people don't have a path and comfort through that, then I've failed at my job. There's a sense of uncertainty. I think if there wasn't the uncertainty, the AI journey would be moving even faster. Everything is changing and almost nothing is changing. It's a new technology that enables us to create things in a much better way for our clients and for the world. Partners are working together in a brand new way than they ever have before. Companies are having to rethink everything about what they do, and everyone wants to use it. So I think it's a moment of disruption, a moment of being uncomfortable, a moment of not knowing what it's going to look like in 5 years. I've been doing consulting for over 25 years. I'm so excited to help our clients through this moment and honestly help the world figure out how to use AI in a much better way to build the things that they need. There's a lot of gimmicks out there. There's a lot of things that look cool, but choosing the things that they would be the most valuable for them to do around process and technology and using AI for it. That's going to be their biggest challenge. Really making sure that you're building the right things. They're going to move your business forward. They're going to help your customers and help you be more efficient. Choosing those things is going to be one of the most difficult things. If you take just one stream around modernization, there are companies out there sitting on software that they have not been able to update for decades because it's just so old and it costs so much money. So this is an opportunity actually to help us modernize the world, thinking through that in a different way so it's not so cost prohibitive. So that's just one interesting, cool thing. And then there's all the ways around helping companies change all their processes, change how they work, really rewire their entire companies. So there's both of those, but I really think like the modernization, if we don't get rid of the tech debt in the world, the technical debt of these systems that are sitting there and holding back companies from being modern, the world won't move on. So our job is to help them work through that path forward to modernize their architecture using the new tools. In early 2024, AI, especially Gen AI, was very gimmicky. Everyone was creating demos and POCs. We've moved beyond that. We need to help our customers figure out the business cases and use cases that could be valuable, looking across everything that they do, number one, and actually defining that ROI for them. And number two, pick the use cases knowing that they're going to go into production. Again, in 2024, it was things that maybe weren't going to go into production, but you need to have that mindset as you're developing it, or you're not going to be thorough in how you develop it. And number three, train your workforce. You need to train them to be adaptive, learn the new skills, and knowing that these tools are going to be going into production, it forces you to focus on training them in the right way. I see the biggest opportunity right now for Modus Create as being modernization, to be honest. There are so many companies that need that help and need a company like Modus that isn't trying to come in and take over their systems, but really trying to get them to the next step. The culture being technology advanced, thinking open source, thinking about the partnerships, I see that as the biggest opportunity. And then also helping our customers create breakthrough products. One of the things that happened in 21, 22, a lot of money was being spent on technology. It was just falling from the sky. Then everything started to slow down, but there's also still a lot of disruption and things that our customers need to do. So I think it's modernization and finding those companies that still need to either get to the top of their industry or top of their game and increase market share. So I think it's those two things that Modus needs to go find those customers.